Milestyle hailing frequencies are open.
Okay, we're on.
The opinions expressed in tonight's podcast are those of the individuals speaking. They do not necessarily reflect the views of HarrisFilm Productions or its other crew members.
Greetings, this is Steve Harry Harris and the HarrisFilm crew with another fan film review where we have a watch party and discuss the fan film that we're watching right afterwards.
Tonight we have Matt Arnold,
Hello, everybody.
Ian Burke,
Hello, hello.
Roy Ivey. Good to see you, Roy. And Ken Mays.
Howdy.
HarrisFilm entered the 2024 Showrunner Awards and were 2 of 27 entries. I'm not sure exactly what specific awards that they put themselves in for.
Tonight we're watching The Lost Starship.
Now, Blake, remember what I said. Drink all the Romulan ale you want.
Just be sure to bring back some for the rest of us.
Wouldn't that be great, negotiating with Romulans and being drunk on their own brew?
I could see him trying that. I could see them trying that.
Yeah, good point there, Katerina.
Yeah, watch out for those Romulans.
Yeah, but if we could negotiate peace, I mean a real peace, just think what that could mean for the entire galaxy.
Here, here.
I'll count those chickens after they hatch.
Couldn't agree more, Kat, but we have to try.
On your word, Captain.
All right. Take good care of my ship, Commander.
Your ship? Of course, Captain. I will.
Despite how we feel about the Romulans, this should go pretty smoothly.
I'm sure it will, Captain.
Enjoy all your hobnobbing with Starfleet bigwigs.
Whatever you say, you're the doctor. Energize.
First Officer's Log. This round of peace talks between the Federation and Romulans nears its conclusion. Captain Hovis has been gone for 20 hours, but is expected to return soon. Rumors abound a new era with Romulus as an ally is at hand. Yet skepticism and mistrust weigh on the enthusiasm. We maintain standard orbit around Angel 1 as we await the return of our captain, who was instrumental in the negotiations.
You think it's even possible?
I can't imagine ever having peace knowing our history with the Romulans.
How would you know? What are you, 12 years old?
Ouch.
After the Romulans first violated the treaty by entering the neutral zone on Stardate 1709.2, there have been 944 attacks on Federation worlds and outposts, 18 ships, and 361 souls lost.
But who's counting?
I stand corrected. Well, I for one can't imagine ever trusting them. Too cunning for my blood.
Well, if there is peace, we're going to have to look at and talk about them differently.
I'll take an awful lot of learning before we...
Commander, the captain is preparing to beam up now.
These are the
Mr.
characters
Pacini,
from
are
the
you ready to
data chip
transport the
episode,
captain?
right?
Aye, sir.
I've routed the
Some
coordinates
of
to the transporter room.
Oh, yeah. Captain will have some interesting stories to tell.
Commander, the captain is aboard.
Very good.
Commander, scanners are picking up a low-energy beam penetrating our hull.
Forward scanner to bridge.
When did you first detect this?
About the same time the captain beamed aboard.
It's a non-lethal, radiation-driven particle beam coming from the Romulan ship. Shields up.
The beams stopped, but should I raise them anyway?
Until we know what that was, yes.
Alright, raising shields.
The USS Viking has departed with the Federation delegation at Warp 6.
Commander, we're being hailed by the Romulans.
Yeah, they're
On
insulted.
screen. Commander Rayak, how may I be of service?
Is your ship having some sort of problem, Commander? I see you raised shields after your captain came aboard. Need I remind you of the delicate times in which we live? I would hate for an overzealous first officer to somehow sabotage the great gains we Romulans have made to bring about a closer, more trusting existence with our Terran friends.
Commander, a low-energy particle beam from your ship penetrated our hull, and we
Our ship? You say our ship launched a weapon of some sort against your starship?
I did not say weapon. I said...
Commander, need I remind you that our peace delegation is aboard my ship? Your delegation warped away just moments ago. We Romulans have been appealing for peace. Do not make wild accusations against us. Ah, Captain Hovis, I hope you can help clear up this matter.
Commander Rayak. Shame you couldn't have joined us on Angel 1. Now, what seems to be the problem?
Your first officer was just about to justify why she raised shields just after you came aboard.
Shields? Why?
Well, Captain, a low-energy particle beam from the Romulan ship penetrated our hull after you came aboard.
And I assured her that is impossible. Perhaps the Cherokee is in need of repairs?
Well, I apologize for her actions, Rayak. But these are interesting times, I'm sure you would agree. Commander, can't simply go and provoke our new friends here.
But Captain, we detected...
Yes, I know.
We didn't even know where this beam was coming from.
Yes, Commander, that will be all. Thank you for your patience, Rayak. I apologize for any misunderstanding. It was my honor to be part of the Federation's peace delegation and meet with the Romulan delegation. I'll be in engineering.
Captain, can we discuss this matter?
The matter is closed, Commander. Mathewson, take us out of orbit. Position is 2 kilometers from the Romulan ship. We're not ready to depart just yet.
Follow the Romulans.
Maybe he had too much Romulan ale.
Getting a serious Homelander vibe from the captain.
You ever heard of the Cherokee before? And I'm not talking about the Native American tribe, I mean the ship.
Sir? Clear engineering, please.
That's strange order.
Yeah, the engine should be throbbing or something, right?
But that's a strange order that he gave.
That too.
Automatically be suspicious of that.
Uh-oh, he's pulling a Riley.
Commander, communication line to the Romulan vessel just opened. From engineering.
Bridge to Hovis. Communications are being sent from engineering to the Romulan ship.
Yes, Commander. I am aware. That's where I am now. We had some unfinished business, which is why our ships remain.
Do you need any assistance, Captain?
Hovis out.
Everybody just gonna go along with this?
Not suspicious at all.
Something ain't right.
I like how they dusted off the velour uniforms.
This better be good.
I went through the records, but I was unable to determine what data was in the transmissions.
Transmissions, plural?
Yes.
Something is definitely wrong. We need to do something.
Yeah, we're 2 kilometers from the Romulans. We're sitting ducks.
We have to do something.
This is sounding a bit too much like mutiny for my taste.
Is it mutiny if the doctor needs to remove the captain from his chair?
Without cause? Yes, it is.
There is cause. We just have to recognize it.
But Commander, you're acting as if the captain is a traitor.
I'm talking as if his brain has been altered.
Altered?
His judgment, his reasoning skills, something.
What do you have to go on?
The secret communication?
Low energy particle beam right after the captain transported aboard.
And I've never seen the captain address the commander in the manner that he did. Especially in front of us.
Or in front of the Romulans.
There you
Two
go.
different crewmen asked me what was wrong with him after having odd encounters.
The low energy beam sounds concerning. The timing is peculiar.
Doesn't anyone find it odd that the Romulans haven't asked us why we're still here?
Are we in agreement then that something needs to be done?
I'll agree to giving him a physical, but that's all until I know more.
I don't support mutiny.
I'm with you, Cherie. We have to be loyal to the captain.
Thank you.
Nobody is talking about mutiny, just so you understand. Doc, do you think he'll submit to your request for a physical?
No. But I'll do it anyway.
What can I do for you, Joey?
Blake, I'd like to give you a physical.
Why? We just did one 4 months ago.
I just do.
You just don't do anything. You always have your reasons.
That's true, and I have a reason for wanting to examine you.
What's your reason?
The crew thinks you've been acting strange lately. We're all concerned about you.
Strange in what way?
I don't know, just strange. Ever since you returned from meeting the Romulans.
I'm just tired after stressful negotiations.
That doesn't explain certain behaviors.
I'm not submitting to a physical, doctor.
Oh, so a minute ago I was Joey? Now I'm doctor?
I'm also not interested in playing games or entertaining your irrelevant observations.
Then you should probably start explaining some of your erratic behavior.
I don't have to explain myself to the crew.
No, you don't have to, but when there are serious concerns, they'll trust you more. If you give them something, some morsel of explanation.
I have my reasons.
You always have your reasons.
Yes.
Captain, am I going to have to start throwing Starfleet regulations at you? I thought that'd get your attention.
When?
No time like the present, Captain.
I'm starting to agree with you guys. I was able to decode some of the files the captain accessed, and they had to do with Federation security and strategies.
Not ship specs?
Maybe. I couldn't decode everything.
Why would he come to engineering when he could access the same information from his quarters?
It's a good question. Perhaps he didn't want anything traced back to him.
But we know he was here, and about him sending a message to the Romulans.
Message as?
Yeah, I get it. But what I'm trying to say is we've got this situation.
Well, there you two are. Imagine finding two of my bridge officers here in engineering. You know, since you're off duty, why don't you make a trip down to Angel 1? The ladies run the show down there. You might actually enjoy that.
No, Captain, we're just chatting. Patini had called me.
I was just telling you about my new Vulcan.
I understand. But you're still acting a little bit strange. Maybe I should send you to sick bay for a physical. Now go and find someplace else to chat and leave my engineer alone.
Yes, sir.
And I would imagine you don't have much time to chat either.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
What did the engineer do?
Come.
You wanted to see me, sir?
You bet. Sit. I've been told that you and a few of the officers have some concerns about me.
Yes, sir, we have.
Have you lost confidence in me?
I wouldn't go that far, sir.
Then how far would you go, Commander? I've got senior officers holding secret meetings behind my back. Doc Shepard thinks I'm unfit for duty, gives me an exam. How far would you go, Commander? I want to know.
It was only one meeting.
What?
It was only one meeting.
I heard you. One meeting? Then what was that little powwow I countered down in engineering? And who attended your one meeting? Answer me. I order you to answer me!
No, sir.
You know,
Let's talk about mutiny, don't you?
Nobody's talking about mutiny, no one.
Rose by any other name.
More like every rose has its thorns. We're trying to determine the cause of your frustration or your distraction, whatever it is. We want to help you.
I'm fine.
I'm fine!
When people are fine, sir, they don't yell it.
Now you listen to me. If I see one more impromptu little tea party or hear any talk of mutiny, I'm going to take you and the concerned officers into the brig, Commander. You'll come out a lieutenant. Do I make myself clear?
He's got an issue.
Perfectly.
Get out of here.
First Officer's personal log. We now have a list of at least 6 actions Captain Hovis has taken which have alarmed us. The captain has given no indication he is willing to let us know why we are still here or what he has transmitted to the Romulans. I've tried to be reasonable, tried to remember my rank and role, but I fear for the safety of my ship and crew. We may have to act.
Uh-oh.
How long can the humans and Romulans stay here? We should strike first and use surprise to our advantage.
We'll strike on my command, J-Drock, and we will end this alliance before it begins. We will become heroes of the Klingon Empire, and the House of Kibnar will last for generations and flourish.
Yes.
Commander, are all stations reporting ready for departure?
Yes, sir.
Engineering, stand by for warp.
Aye, Captain.
Set a course for Deep Space Station K7. And let the crew know we'll have some time for R&R when we arrive. It's a long way to the Klingon Empire.
Belay his orders.
Pardon me? Belay my orders.
Klingon or...
Doc, you do not overrule me. Who do you think you are?
Right now, I'm just concerned about who you are. Our captain has been compromised by the Romulans. Do not obey his orders. Pursuant to Starfleet regulations.
You do not countermand my orders. Get off my bridge! Security, I want this man in the brig now!
A microscopic device was implanted in the base of your brain, Blake. The Romulans have been controlling you.
Get away from me! Get back! Get back! I mean it.
Everyone, back to your stations! Red alert! Shields up! Energize all weapons! I need to know which Federation starships are closest. Set a course for Starbase 74 and notify Starfleet what's happening. And we need to know where our captain went.
Gage, Enterprise, and Viking are over 18 hours away. Sir, we are being hailed by the Romulans.
On screen.
You seem to have lost a captain, Commander.
What have you done with him?
How can you blame us when he has been helping us out of his own free will?
That's a lie, and you know it. You planted a nanochip in his neck, which made its way to his brain.
A nanochip? You Terrans must be more advanced than we are. We have no such technology.
Another lie. You've been controlling him all along. You activated the chip as soon as he returned to the Cherokee.
Give us back our captain, Rayak, immediately. This is an act of war, and we will not back down.
Your captain has already supplied enough data to help us destroy the Federation. And when we get the information we need from his memory, we will dispose of him. The same way you Terrans would of your dead pets.
That wasn't from the Romulans.
A Klingon battlecruiser has just decloaked.
Damage report.
Structural damage on decks 9 and 14. Casualties on deck 12.
Captain, shields are down to 71%.
Pacini, this is Karinsky. I'm in command. We're jumping to warp. Weapons are offline. Pacini!
We're losing the port nacelle. Shields are down to 43%. The only thing left is impulse.
We're being hailed.
On screen. Who are you?
Kibnar, hero of the Klingon Empire. I'm going to stop this attempt by the Federation and the Romulans to join forces to destroy our world.
We were trying to negotiate a peace, Kibnar.
only one option left.
You're saying?
We can't go to warp. The shields are failing, and we have no weapons to fight back. There is only one option.
Prepare that option. Nichols, did you get that message off to Starfleet?
To what end? No one can help you now.
No one. Yes, Commander.
I will report our sensors indicated that a Federation starship and Romulan bird of prey destroyed each other. But I wanted you to know who was going to kill you.
It'll never work, Kidnar. You'll start a full-blown war.
That's what warriors live for, is it not? And now, I give you a gift. You get to die like warriors. An honorable death.
Now.
That blowed up real good.
Yeah. Klingons don't know evasive maneuvers, apparently. One reason you never heard of the Cherokee.
There you go. They did a great job with the costumes, especially their own individual insignia, dusting off the old. My brain's not right. What did I say? Those velour, the old velour costumes from season 1. Those are some famous names there. Dave Arnold is one of the main guys that helped build the set. Look, Romulan and CGI, Romulan Klingon CGI models, Mark Bell. Video and music by Vic Mignola. I can never pronounce his name. Sorry, Vic. And he was also a Romulan.
That said he played a Klingon first officer.
Ah, yes, I'm sorry. Dave Arnold was the Romulan, and Vic was the Klingon, who got smacked in the face. No Romulans, Klingons, or Terrans were harmed during the making of the film. Well, we've just seen the Lost Starship. From what I've seen, I mean, this is studio quality to me. You know, I give it 2 thumbs up. It's studio quality. The acting was great. Right. So, what do you think of the Lost Starship?
I give it 2 thumbs up. Hey, everything fell in place. CGI was pretty good on it. They did a good job with that, and you know, Vic and all those guys, they did a pretty good job with it.
So, what do you say, Ian?
I enjoyed the film. Great production. Everything looked good. Studio quality sets. Good VFX. I love the actor playing the captain.
Yes.
Before he beams away, he has this like fun-loving but like Zepp Brannigan kind of vibe to him, and I really kind of dug the way that was acted out. And then he goes away and he comes back, and I said it when I saw him the first time. I'm like, he's Homelander now, you know. But he was able to, like, you know, the actor was able to flip those switches, you know, that dial.
Is this the
in
first
the
time
character.
you've seen this film?
Yeah, that was the first time I'd seen that.
First time I've seen
but
it.
yeah, big props to the actor of the Captain.
So, okay.
Second time I've seen it.
Hey, Roy, you give it 2 thumbs up?
Oh yeah, anything that Josh Irwin and Ray Tessie's involved with. This is one of those creative team ups of Avalon Studios and Ray Tessie's group, the Neutral Zone. And it was a real team effort, as you can see from the credits. And you know, that's what we're all about: is getting what we need from other places, doing what we do well, and getting help from people who do other things well. So, yeah, I think this is a really good, solid episode.
Yeah. What do you think there, Ken?
It's still an A1 project. So
Yeah,
2
I
thumbs
don't
up.
have a clue what their budget was, but
For the film itself, for the most part, it gets high marks. The thing at the very end saying that they erased the ship from existence.
that'd be difficult.
Yeah, think about it. Any ship that's actually serving, depending on how old it is, it's going to have history. There's going to be people that served aboard her. So when Starfleet comes in and says, well, that ship never existed, what about all the ensigns and the lieutenants scattered through the fleet to go, wait a minute, I served on that ship. I know she
Yeah.
exists. You know, you're not going to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, I had
And-
questions about that too. What are they doing? Some kind of Section 31 mind games where
Yeah,
they blank everybody's
and-
mind?
One of the big conspiracy theories about the shooting down of TWA Flight 800 was that the missile was fired from a Navy ship, and all the Navy crewmen were told to keep their mouths shut. And
Yeah, right.
I read somewhere it said that is impossible to do.
Hmm.
You can't fire a missile from a Navy ship without every single crewman aboard that ship knowing, because the whole ship shudders.
That's
when the
right.
missile's
Everybody
fired.
knows it happened.
So, yeah, everyone on that ship is going to know that a missile was fired, and they're going to be talking about it. Yeah.
Right.
You know, they're telling their wives, their girlfriends, their brothers, their moms and dads. You're not going to be able to keep that secret, no matter how hard you try. So for Starfleet to come in and say, yeah, we're going to just wipe this ship from existence, the shipyard crews know that they built the damn thing.
Right.
It's
Yeah, how do you
gonna
erase
be-
that from people's memory? I don't know.
Yeah, it can't be done. It cannot be done. The transporter should be able to pick up a nanoprobe because
Yes.
remember, the transporter operates on a submolecular basis. It's
Yeah,
literally
there's some
taking
foreign
the
object in the
atoms
cabin.
apart. So
Yeah.
it would know
Something's
there's
different.
something there that's not natural.
It's just like when Scotty was able to rearrange the two Kirks back together, for example. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, if you've got a talented engineer or transporter chief, they're going to know how to detect things and put things the way they're supposed to be. So anything,
It would have made more sense if the person that beamed back was actually not the captain. It was
Right.
somehow
a clone or something.
Yeah, that the transporter would not recognize as being different. And then he
Yes,
just started
genetically.
executing his mission.
Yeah.
That would make a lot more sense to me.
Oh, of course,
But-
it's
Having said that, I still give the film 2 thumbs up because one, it was well acted, special effects were great, age appropriate actors. I like that.
yes. Even the little lady was age appropriate, but they mentioned, "What are you, 12?" And she gave back. You know, I'm standing my ground. You're not calling me a little girl.
I had a feeling there's something wrong right off the bat because the way the captain was acting and
Right.
and just his attitude toward the crew and
Out of character.
something raise a red flag automatically.
Definitely
Yeah, I
something
was
going
about
on from the start.
It's a really tricky situation in a mutiny situation. And I don't know if there's a textbook way of handling these kind of things to when you should move to take such drastic action against the captain. But they had sufficient reason and cause, and I don't know if they could have been much faster.
Alarm bells are instantly going off when he
Yes.
cleared the engine room. It's like,
Clear engineering, please.
That's strange order.
Yeah, the engine should be throbbing or something, right?
But that's a strange order that he gave.
That too.
You don't
That's
clear
weird.
an engine room on an active ship.
I was thinking he was going to start singing like Riley.
I have eyes for
no
you,
dancing.
Kathleen.
Not again. I'll take you home again, Kathleen.
Yeah. No dance tonight.
Well, if he would
I'm
have started
sorry,
singing,
no ice cream for you, Captain Stahl.
If he would have started singing, they probably could have court-martialed him almost immediately.
Yeah, I know. It just, as soon as he locked everybody out, I'm thinking Riley.
I was thinking the same thing when I first seen it.
They needed time to process, and I'd be interested in your thoughts on the matter.
There's legal precedents for this kind of a thing. And as we've seen in various TOS episodes, they more or less followed the same rules that we saw in TOS, where, like you said, it's a delicate matter. So how do you get evidence that's sustainable in a trial, eventual trial, or you want to call it a captain's mast, using the XO as the captain maybe? It would be difficult because if you're deployed and you're nowhere near, what they say, how many hours was it from the nearest starship? You know, it was hours and hours, something like that, at least around a day from the closest ship. So you'd have to have an unbiased officer or an uninvolved officer that's captain rank or higher to hear the case. Just like when Captain Kirk was chosen to be the legal magistrate or whatever you want to call it, the judge on different things that happen at different planets throughout TOS and the novels. So you have that situation. You got a legal problem, you've got regulations to follow, and then you have the safety of the entire ship, not to mention the Federation. I think they acted as quickly as they could, and generally speaking, I think they did the right thing. Another issue, though, is the fact that they didn't have the technology, apparently, to discover exactly what was going on in a timely manner. And I think that if you pay attention to the details on that whole film, you'll notice that this was sometime between Where No Man Has Gone Before and TOS and like the middle of season 1.
They could have found out a lot quicker if they run scans. Even they should have been, the transporter should have been detected it automatically.
Right? Don't you do some kind of a medical scan when people beam in and make sure that they're
it doesn't scan
decontaminated?
automatically.
Well, it was a nano probe.
Yeah.
Pretty relatively small.
Right. First time we heard of nanoprobes was the Next Generation. So blue lighting strip on the inside of the engines. That threw me a little bit out of place, although I love the VFX. I like the design, don't get me wrong. It's just that I would have expected a larger deflector dish.
See, that ship also could be an experimental ship, too.
It could be, and that's the thing, it should have been mentioned.
Yeah, I had no other complaints about it.
Special thanks to Ray Tessie.
Right.
You know, I'm telling you, we collectively as fan filmmakers couldn't make the quality films that we're making without great sets like that and VFX. Everything that he has, like rooms of costumes and props and you name it, and that stuff all being available even at a nominal fee is just fantastic. So thanks for all the years that you've helped us out there, Ray.
Absolutely.
Well, that's it for tonight. The film was The Lost Starship. So, in closing, congratulations. And we are looking forward to your next film. Good night.
Good night. See ya.
Good night, Ian.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Roy.
Yeah.
Good night, Ken.
Hailing frequencies are closed. Transmission complete.